Hello student, in this module we are going to illustrate the application of R for mental Hensel test. This test is basically applicable to compare two survival curves. As we have seen that for survival analysis, non-parametric approach is Kaplan-Meier estimation. Kaplan-Meier estimation gives us the estimations for all patients during their follow-up studies, but when we apply the survival analysis, one of the important area is generation of hypothesis, and in hypothesis it can be taken as the both arm are having equal hazard ratio or not. Especially the application of survival analysis in area like clinical trial, when we are having two arm, one is called intervention arm and another is called existing arm, we try to find the difference between these terms, between these two arms on their survival durations. So, what happened? We do give two type of treatment to two groups of patients and followed them for certain period of time, maybe few years. Thereafter, we try to find out in which arm there is a better survival duration in comparison to other arm. Once we compare the two arms, the approach is log rank test that we have illustrated in our earlier module, but here we will illustrate the applications through mental Hensel test using R. First, we will show how to call data in R. A sample data example will be considered. Thereafter, we will plot these survival curves, and after that we will test their survival curves through mental Hensel test. Now, we are going for mental Hensel test using R. End of this module, we will see survival curve comparison using R and creating the survival object through R. Let us start. Now, we will import the data. Data is basically obtained from ovarian cancer study by Edmondson 1979 paper, where variable FU time is given survival or censoring time of the patients. FU stat is represent the censoring status of those patients. Age of those patients is considered in years, and it is taken during the baseline observation. RECIST.ds, residual disease presence or not, given as yes or no and coded as 1 and 2 for all patients accordingly, and treatment group is given as RX, and again ECOG status of performance status is better or not is given for those patients, and again we will attempt here that the therapeutic effect difference on survival durations on to go through with mental Hensel test. Here we will go for reading the data and importing the data after that. So, we are calling into R editor. If you go an R editor and put time as observation of 59, 150, 156, like all the individuals having observation time mentioned here. Now, we are going for represent the status of those patients as given as 1 and 0 that we had mentioned in earlier slide, the code, and RX treatment of these patients given or not, or cases or control. In your case, you can consider also two kind of treatment. and that by coding 1 and 2. Here we are giving two type of treatment by putting 1 and 2, and yeah, again assigning the age as of these patients 72, like for first patient's age is 72.33 when he entered in the study. Second patient's age 74.49 years, like that all individuals having corresponding age entered, and these whole age are assigned to a variable name with age. Now we are going for another variable, that is residual disease presence or not. It is given by 1 and 2 coding. Now we are going for ECOG or performance code, that is ECOG.ps, again given by code 1 and 2 for all corresponding individuals. Now we are assigning the data as data.frame to a variable, to a database called ovarian, by considering all variable that we had called earlier, like time, status, RH, age, residual disease, and ECOG.ps score. Now we are going for loading the important library, that is library survival, and in this library we will work for further mental Hansen test. The basic preliminary analysis to do the mental Hansen before doing the mental Hansen test is SURF fit functions, and within parenthesis capital SURV functions, again parenthesis time and status should be considered, follows to RX, that is treatment given. So RX here we are considering to find out the difference between survival difference between two treatment. In place of RX we may also consider other variable like sex or ECOG.ps or others factors, typically the code categorical factor, and we may find out the difference. So it's here for illustration purpose we are considering only one variable, that is RX, but this RX can be replaced by other factor, and we may find out the treatment wise survival difference. And after saying the RX comma, we are asking data equals to ovarian. Since in earlier slide we had assigned the whole data as a data base as a ovarian, so now we are calling as data equals to ovarian. Now whole functions are, see first line we have assigned the whole function as ovarian.surf. Now again we are calling that ovarian.surf to give the plotting to us. So once we will see, we will plot ovarian plot, then after that we are putting the L2I equals to 2 to 3, that will decide our how the plots will be shows to the graphs. Thereafter we will putting X lab to show the duration in times, duration in days here putting. If here you are not put here didn't mention that Y lab, but if you put the Y lab equals to inverted comma, if you put the probability of survival, the Y plot also will show. So first we will see here what is the estimated functions coming numerically by entering ovarian.surf, and thereafter we will see the how the results coming for plot of ovarian. Next slide. Another comment is there, that is legend 100.4 and is given as Rx1 and Rx2. So legend of it will in this graph only what treatment was given as Rx1 and Rx2, that can be decided, can be shown in this graph. And since we are putting 100.4, so through Y lab the plot will start from 100 axis wise from 100, the legend will start again through Y axis till 0.4 the legend will start. To show the title of the graphs, we are writing the title into inverted comma, ovarian cancer study. So as of your study you can replace this title inverted comma ovarian study by your suitable name to show the graphs. Now the whole results will come in next slide, we will show. Yeah, this is the study output. X lab, as we mentioned that inverted comma with a duration in days, so it's showing that with X axis. Since we didn't mention anything through Y axis, so Y lab not mentioned, so So y axis nothing coming here. Think we mentioned that legend with 100 comma 0.4. So see here the legend started from y axis 0.4 and x axis from 100, and those curves are given into the pictures. Two curves are there. The long dashes curve is for Rx1 and small dashes curve is Rx2. So we can see that Rx1 was not better in comparison to Rx2, since overall survival every time Rx2 was having better than Rx1. So and in these curves the cross mark showing the censored observation, you can see that initial between 400 to 500 days two censored observation observed in Rx2 and again Rx1, and nearly 800 days, 750 to 800 days two again censored observation present were in Rx2 and 800 days plus two censored observation present in Rx1. So these are the observations present, censored observation present showing by cross marks in both the arm, as well as the step functions showing that if the event happened, the death happened, then the function reduced from one step to another. The curve reduced, survival curve reduced from one step to another. However, the curve started from 1 for both the arm, but in of the study one curves, that is for Rx1, end up with probability nearly 0.4 and another curve, that is for Rx2, end up with the probability of survival with nearly 0.5. That is it can be concluded at the study in Rx2 treated groups are having better survival in comparison to Rx1 treated group. They are having 50% survival at the end of 1200 days, whereas only 40% survival has been observed for Rx1 at the nearly end of 1000 days. Now we are going for mental Hansen test. The mental Hansen test can be performed with Lagrange test also. Here the function is called sub D, and before within parenthesis we have to put capital SURV, ovarian a few time, ovarian a few stat, and after that we will put that ovarian Rx. So here, since our data status is given as 1 for censored and 2 for not censored, that is death, so that is why FU stat equals double equals to 2 is considered to denote the death patient's data. Now this is the output given by R, and it shows that both arms were having equal number of individuals, that is 30, whereas observed and expected nothing were observed and expected, because all patients were having censored here, and since we are not getting any difference between it was not possible to perform the difference numerically through Lagrange test. Now we are going for R code for treatment wise comparison. Now earlier we had done the sub difference on for status 2. Now we are going for treatment wise comparison, serve fit with serve, and if we put the serve fit and serve time and status equals to 1 for both the treatment, it will give us a result that in Rx1 total number of event were 7, and in Rx2 5 event were there, and median survival times is observed for Rx1 is 638 days with lower limit of confidence interval it is giving. It is to be noted that Lagrange test is a hypothesis test to compare the survival distribution of two samples. It is a non-parametric test and appropriate to use when the data are right skewed and censored. It is widely used in clinical trial to establish the efficacy of a new treatment in comparison to a control arm control treatment. So here 2 can be considered as the control arm, and one can be considered as the treatment arm, and the treatment arm efficacy can be compared with reference to the control arm, that is Rx2 here. Here it is again it should be noted that when the measurement is in time to event, the log rank test is suitable. This test is also called the Mantel-Cox test, namely after Nathan Melton and David Cox. The log rank test can also be viewed as a time stratified Cochrane-Mantel-Haenszel test. Now, earlier slide we had considered status as 1 and Rx follows to Rx. Now, we will go for R code for residual dot disease wise comparison. Now, earlier slide we had considered Rx or treatment wise comparison. Now, we are replacing it with residual dot ds and we are assigning it as feed dot by residual dot ds, and again we are asking the survival serve feed function, and after that serve with time and status level equals to 1 follows to residual dot ds with the data equals to overview. Now, if you put feed by residual dot ds, it will give us the result. Here in both case for residual 1 and residual 2 we are getting maximum number of patients, and the events were for residual 1 was 3 events happened, 3 deaths occurred in for residual dot ds, and for residual dot ds for 2 9 event occurred, and the 95% confidence interval found with 638 for lower bound for DS1, and DS2 it's found with 329. So, here we can see some kind of differences there, but we do not know what exact the difference is there. So, for that we have to go for Mantel-Haenszel test to perform the how the difference is present and is really significant different or not. Now, go to next slide. Now, when we have found that difference is there, then we will go for plotting the curves. So, feed by Rx will give the survival feed for status 1 double equals to 1 follows to Rx. The same code we are using here and calling the feed by Rx to give us the result, and this feed by Rx is plotted, put it into the plot functions to get the plot for this output that obtained by serve feed and serve function, and confidence interval equals to 2. If we put, then confidence interval will also come, and if we put the color, the line of this curve will be given as black and gray. For black will be taken for the point estimates curves, and the gray will be taken for confidence interval estimates graphs, and L2 T will give us the broader or smaller range of these graphs, and legend will be taken as 1 to 2, that is from the x axis 1 and y axis 2 it will consider. Now, see before going for plot we are getting the result that we are already discussed here. Now, we are going to next slide for output curves. So, this is the curves showing here, and the gray lines giving the confidence interval, and the black lines give the point estimate. However, since we are having 2 groups in Rx, so for both the groups Rx is coming here, for both the groups survival curves is coming here. For first group it shows as black color, and for second groups it is showing as gray color, and you can see that there is something difference in both the arm. So, black color lines is quite lower than the gray color line. So, the first treatment group having second group is having better survival curves in comparison to first group. That can be inferred from here. Now, we are going for again for survival curves with replaced into residual dot ds. Then again we are putting the same function plot and replace the feed dot by Rx by feed dot by Rx residual dot ds, Again we are putting confidence interval and getting the results. This is the numerical output and this is the R output. It is to be noted that as mentioned in Machin-Chung and Parmar's survival analysis book, there is a slight difference in Lagrange test method and Mental-Hensel test method for computation the hazard ratio. As part of Kaplan-Meier calculation, they compute the number of observed event, that is death, in each group denoted by observe A and observe B for group A and group B, and the number of expected event assuming null hypothesis, that is no difference in the survival, that is expected A and expected B for both the group A and B. The hazard ratio is then obtained as hazard of expected observation of A group divided by expected observation of A group by observation for B group by observation for expected observation for B group. But in Mental-Hensel methods, it computes the V, and V is the sum of the hypergeometric variance at each time point. Then it computes the hazard ratio as exponential of observed of first group minus expectation of first group by V. So, this is the basic difference between calculation of hazard ratio by Lagrange test and Mental-Hensel hazard ratio test. But I like to refer to that book by Machin-Chung and Parmar's survival analysis book for theoretical details. But these packages, there is Lagrange test is considered to be performed for as a Mental-Hensel test also, that we have seen, and this curve we have plotted also. Mental-Hensel test is approximated with the Pearson chi-square test for equality of two groups, where it's calculated the chi-square test with observed minus expected square by expected square and sum of these all measurement. That is the thing. So, there are two ways. One, we will plot the graphs, that plot functions after assigning this sharp fit and sharp value, and we can visualize the survival difference between these groups, and then thereafter we can go with numerical statistical inference by calling that assigned functions that we have seen here. I think it will help you to run the Mental-Hensel test for survival analysis in other survival analysis work. In this model, we have seen the applications of Mental-Hensel test to comparison the survival curves. This test, also known as Mantel-Cox test, named after Nathan Mantel and David Cox. The Lagrange test can also be viewed as a time stratified Cochrane Mental-Hensel test. When we are having two arms, those arms like treatment and control arm can be compared through Mental-Hensel test. Not only that, when we are having variable and those variable can be stratified into more than two arms, then those arms can also be compared through Mental-Hensel test. For example, an sample study we have seen in this module, this library survival and other tool can also be considered for other survival analysis data, where Mental-Hensel test is applicable.